Friends, compatriots, brothers and sisters of the mighty Sierra Leone People's Party, I greet you all. For all of us who have stood by the party through thick and thin and who wore the green color proudly, even when it was unfashionable, politically incorrect, and sometimes dangerous to do so, frankly, I salute you all and adopt my heart to you. For all those who toiled every day to support our party with your hard-earned resources and time to keep our party relevant, and who never joined the APC gravy train, even when they are cajoled to do so with gold and silver. Our country owes you a lot for standing up for democracy. I thank you, all of you, for letting those misdirected characters in the APC's inner sanctum know that SLPP was here in the beginning, is here today, and will be here in the future, as long as there's life in our bodies and our green heart are mightily beating our bodies. For the youth of Sierra Leone whose future has been betrayed and mortgaged by the corrupt, insensitive, and incompetent APC government, but who keep on fighting every day with hope and with dignity, I strongly encourage you to never lose hope and to believe in a place called Sierra Leone. Remember that it is always dark before dawn. And the women of Sierra Leone in particular are fighting every day to rescue our economy. They have stood by our party, and I encourage you to still believe in our party. You see, the battles raging on in our party today makes some of the APC strategists think that in their misguided ways that we are so hopelessly divided that we can never unite sufficiently to win general elections. And some of them say, aha, SLPP is too busy self-destructing to notice when we screw with the censors and voter registration and when we jack the Constitutional Review Committee to advantage. The same corrupt gang is saying, SLPP is so busy having silly internet fights that we will just manipulate everything in our favor again and have electoral commissioners who are partisan APC members and screw them, just like we did in 2007, 2012. Well, it's a new day, and I tell them, the APC strategists, that they are misreading the SLPP this time around. We are not going to twiddle thumbs and allow democracy to be destroyed again. We believe in democracy as a party, but will not sit by idly and allow our country to be rubbish again by those who conspire against democracy. SLPP is a party that was born out of that democratic ideal, and my friends will never again bend over for the APC to trot out these old stale tactics from the Shaka Stevens era. Even as I robustly fight for the privilege to lead the party into the next presidential elections, let us all keep our eyes open, just like I'll keep mine open. We'll not wait for partisan APC supporting election commissioners again to jack up our elections and screw the result. My friends, if we smell the slightest hint of odor of political malfeasance this time around, we'll not just hang around and watch football. We'll be ferociously proactive. If the government dismisses our concerns, we'll mobilize people's power to make them listen to us. APC should know that SLPP is not a timid party. As far as I'm concerned, it's democracy or nothing. Fellow members of the party, let's continue to have faith in the party. Sierra Leone will rise again for the doldrums, from these doldrums of, and the depth of hopelessness we have today. They are just temporary hiccups, I believe. We'll come out of this vigorous campaign a stronger and more united party. I'm absolutely sure of that. Friends, I understand the passion that some of you have for your candidate, and it is well and good. We have democracy in our party's DNA. Diverse opinions in a party should not be a cause for alarm. It's a celebration of true democracy. We should, however, agree that our country is in a very bad shape and that SLPP's presidential candidate should win the next election if we are to save the country from APC's calamity. But we need big ideas, and we have to be innovative of how we fund these ideas. Let's unite and be the party of big ideas and bold vision. We need ideas, big ideas, to make government lean, efficient, transparent, and responsive to our people's aspirations, to bring about information technology that will finally take our bureaucracy into the 21st century, provide reliable electricity for our people, clean water for our folks, and make sure that we are indeed ready through a robust healthcare system for the next super bug that hits us. We need to complete Bumbuna. We need, yes, to bring about a new railway to revitalize the economy by providing reliable transportation for agricultural produce from the interior to Freetown. This will boost our agriculture. And it's not as expensive as some of the APC crackpot would like us to believe. With $26 million, we can buy at least 10 locomotives and 10 rail cars to start a railway. At $1 million a mile, we can start laying the tracks from around Freetown onwards to the provinces. This can be done. And hopefully, future government will continue that trajectory to build this vital infrastructure. As president, I will be relentless in my pursuit for $100 million as seed money to lay the first railway tracks. This is better than spending money in that place called Mamama. We need to simply expand Hastings and revitalize Freetown, the eastern of Freetown, where people are still in the 19th century in some circumstances. We can do that. I'm talking to development experts about what we can do to help our country rise up to its full potential and extricate ourselves from poverty. I am picking the brains of the best Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leonean minds out there to make sure that we address these big things. We need a sovereign fund to redeem the country from the resource cost that has long beleaguered many African countries, where only a few benefit, as was the case with the bankrupt African minerals, where some executives were paid salaries of $500,000 and hundreds of thousands of dollars in cost of living benefit, sweet contract deals for themselves, and they left the country with an empty basket. I will not only build railways, my friends, and power stations, but we need to reform our moribund land tenure system too, and establish a credible stock exchange that is manned by the best experts. This will blaze economic activity in rural areas, help petty traders and small businesses to access capital for their businesses and grow a robust private sector and middle class. The point here is that we have to unite and think big as a party because the country's problems are big and can no longer be solved by politics as usual. At the end of this campaign, we'll have to come together united around one candidate for flag bearer of the Sierra Leone People's Party after free and transparent elections. And I have no doubt that we'll all unite and work as hard as we can to support him to victory over this dreadful APC party. So I admonish you, my friends, that even as some of you attack and throw the kitchen sink at opponents of your preferred candidate, it is not really necessary to douse them with petrol and light a match. Rather, have an honest conversation with your friends and relatives about how we can unite the party and support the eventual SLPP candidate for president. Let us remain committed to the values of inclusion and tolerance. My friends, how can we really ensure that the party has the strategic coordination and the resources to campaign everywhere in this country and win? Frankly, the National Party is broke. As we fight each other over flag bearership, who is minding the pot? So today, my friends, I am calling on all our flag bearer aspirants to join me in an initiative to set up a special fund for the Sierra Leone People's Party outside of the party's operating budget. I am calling on all of us to donate 100 million leones to the party, and I'll lead that charge. My check is ready if others join me in this effort. Let us lead from the front. You want to lead our party? Let us put the money in the party. This special fund will help us prepare for the next phase of elections, whether they're council elections or even the census effort. So 100 million leones from each of us towards the special fund of the party is the call to action today. If we have to stand up against the formidable well-financed machine of the APC and to stand up toe-to-toe with them and knock them out of power, we have to act boldly, smartly, and fearlessly. Let's remain unswervingly committed to building a society of opportunity and responsibility. Everyone in, no one out. Everyone up, no one down. That is the guiding principle of my campaign, and I hope that the party's efforts as we go towards the next elections will be grounded in this fundamental principle, a society of opportunity and responsibility. So I'll call upon my fellow aspirants to join me in putting our money in this special fund. Again, 100 million leones from each of us in a special fund to support the party's efforts for the census, council elections, and building the infrastructure for the best ground game to win the next elections. One country, one people. Your humble servant, Alie Kabba. Thank you.